Good morning. How's everybody this morning? Good morning. How are you today? Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Friday, and it's build day 256. It's build day 256 on a construction schedule out at Villa Feliz. Today we have the CCTV representative coming out and working with my electrician, and hopefully we get CCTV installed today. But we will see, and if I do, we will document all that, and we will see what the results are, the quality. I hope he brings a monitor, because I don't have a monitor today. I will send him a message anyway to see if he can bring one out with him so we can test the final solution. Let's see what else. Tiling. Remember we're in that tiling phase, and painting. We are doing lots and lots of finishing. The compacting of the driveway won't get done probably for another week, so I will coordinate with my builder to make sure that he gets somebody out there to do the compacting. My lead that I had, it's across the street here, he's having problems getting the compactor from the company that he normally deals with, so we'll just go ahead, and my builder knows of people who actually work with that type of equipment. So we should be getting I'm hoping in about a week that we can get those grass blocks down, and we can actually test driving out into the basement. We will see. Anyway, let's go ahead and get today started. And you're probably wondering why I started out here and not out at the apartment. Because I don't know why. I just felt like doing a change up today, and that's why I'm here this morning. So let's go ahead and get today started, like I said. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. So it's time to paint some more shutters the darker olive color, and that's what they're going to be doing this morning. They're going to be doing this one and this one right here. The jury is still out about the color that I selected for the white trim around here. We might go back to the lighter color white. The base coat, that 701, actually worked pretty good. We will see. That actually might work. It's kind of hard to tell right now when you see all the other white around it, and that being a minimal amount of white, this newer color right here. I'm gonna give it a chance. Let's see what they do today with the painting. If they paint those with the same color trim, we'll see if it grows on us. And then if we do that, because we have to do this also, it would have to follow the same color as that. So we'll see. So anyway, our CCTV people are here. Unfortunately, my main electrician is not. I spoke with my builder earlier this week, and I said, make sure Friday, make sure he is here on site, because he's the one who laid all the RG cable. He will be the one that will be crawling inside the attic space and pulling the RG cable out, and we will be replacing it with the Cat 6. Don't know why he's not here. He's usually on time all the time. So maybe because today we have a fiesta in Antipolo. Antipolo is right outside of this guy, between us and Lipa proper. So he might have gotten caught up inside the traffic. I don't know. The CCTV folks are going ahead and they're doing all the installation without my electrician, and they seem to be doing a great job. They're so used to doing this, and I believe they're a very capable team. But what I want to do is I want to show you right now, I want to show you some of the hardware that they brought, or the electronics that they brought with them. And these are our bullet cameras that we have, the 3 megapixel bullet cameras. Here is the 3 megapixel dome cameras. Remember the 2 that we have inside the basement, one in the front patio. When people come, it will focus on anybody at the front door, and then all the bullets will go to the top of the roof line that will give us visibility all the way around the house. We have the HDMI extender that I explained to you about, that extends over Cat 6 cable from our control panel to our monitor. Everything, because we already have Cat 6 run, and this will make an easy run to get our video to the video monitor, as well as our PoE switch that we have here. And the PoE provides this power over Ethernet. It gives you your data and your power for your cameras over here. And also this is our NVR, our network video recorder that we have right here, with a 2 terabyte hard drive inside. This will give us capability of doing local video, where we could do review of anything that was recorded up to 2 terabyte, as well as access, since it's called network video recorder. We will also be able to view any of the video footage over the network using whatever software that they provide with us, or any third-party software that's compatible with this system, which most of the third-party software is usually compatible with most of the systems out there these days. Before we go inside and we see what the guys are doing with the installation, I want to introduce you to someone, and he is the head man. I don't know. I'm gonna let him introduce himself a little bit and tell him about what his responsibility is with the company that's doing the installation for our CCTV. Anyway, this is Bernard. Bernard, what are you, like the CEO of your company? Are you the
I found the company in 2014. Yeah, and up till now, 2017, is still well running. And we are very much have been able to keep up with the market that we're into.
Right. Yeah, and you're staying up with the technology, because I know we
are developing from just CCTV. Now we have been able to install alarms, fencing, door access, and I hope we could get into automations and advanced software development.
Well, I'm not a big name dropper, but Bernard has some pretty big clients underneath his umbrella that he actually does some installation. And if he doesn't mind sharing, and it's good. It's like the Toyota folks, the different.
Yeah, we have been able to get 3 branches of Toyota: the Toyota Pasig, Shaw, and Taytay. They're the #1 dealer in the Philippines.
Right.
We're able to get the city mayor.
That's of Lipa.
Of Lipa, Batangas. We are residing at Lipa. Right. We all live in Lipa, and most of the clients that we get are from southern Luzon. Though there are some clients that we have been starting to deal with are coming from Manila already.
Well, you said one of them was like a bank. Was it a bank you were telling me about?
Yeah, it's the Union Bank Tower in Ortigas. We have been able to tie up with the security agency there, and we have been tasked to do the visitor management system, wherein you'll get the count of all the people in per floor basis. So if should the evacuation time comes, the security agency would be able to gather the information of how many people are still on the floor. And it uses the radio frequency technology.
That's right. You were telling me about that.
And that's machine automation.
That's pretty good for emergency management type of situations as well. Something we talked about. We talked about, because I'm a techie too. You know, we spent a lot of time speaking about a lot of current technology and new technology and things like that. The folks always want to know, when they're doing an installation, what is the latest and what is the greatest. And you know, with technology, the way it works, it usually you're able to get more without as much of a demand on your network. And that's we were talking yesterday about the difference between H.264 and H.265.
Yes.
Can you explain just a little bit about that, about the advancements with the 265?
Yes, sir. With the H.265 versus H.264, the H.264 is the existing technology that we are using with CCTV. Like for example, you have a 3 megapixel camera, it's up to 4 to 5 Mbps, while with H265 it only uses 50% of the memory, so you'll get
For the bandwidth.
yeah, with the bandwidth, so you'll be able to save more of the memory on your recorder.
Right.
And it's a very it's a great deal for you because you'll be able to cut cost with the memory and put the amount on adding more camera on your network.
So if you have, one good thing about it, if you have your infrastructure like what these guys are doing in here right now, everything is going to be run, all the wires going to be run. So it doesn't matter if you wanted to upgrade from H264 to H265, as long as you have the infrastructure in, you just change out the hardware.
Yes.
It's going to be the NVR, the cameras we would change out later on, so that's a good thing for that. So these are things that you should think about, and especially if you're interested in smart homes, installing all these things, and if you're building a home, that's when the optimum time for you to start installing all your conduit, all your cables. Even if you're not going to install it right then, have your cabling, everything in place, and then it makes it easy for a team like your team, because they could do, their level of effort is literally just a few hours if all the cables are in place. If you have the electricity, the cables in place, which we did, but we had the wrong cables, right?
Yeah,
we had the wrong cables.
To replace everything.
So that's what's going to take us a little bit more time today to do, and then we'll walk inside and I'll show you what these guys are doing. Well, anyway, Bernard, we're going to highlight you a little bit more. I'm going to get some more information about your company. I want your point of contact information, your email, your phone number, and if any of the folks are interested in getting you to do the install for their home systems as well. It will be what we'll do on Bernard's information in the description block. We will add that in the event that he changes his phone number or they move to, because he's going to be big. I can tell you right now, I already know they're going to be moving into bigger facilities, so we'll change the address whenever he does that as well on the description block. I can't do that on the video. So anyway, thank you so much, and we're going to continue with the installation. I'm going to show you what the guys are doing inside right now. So down in the basement, remember the dome cameras that we have. We have 2 dome cameras. We have one on the entranceway right here that will give a good visibility of this entire section, which is the main part of the basement. The doorway coming in, the big window over here. Of course, we'll have security with steel, the iron bars inside here, like you would normally do in the Philippines. And then we have another one, which we're going to be pulling this cable through. Oh, they already did it. Is this the? Oh, you already have it. They already did it. This is the Cat 6, and this is a very high quality Cat 6 that they have here. Tell me about your Cat 6 that you're using here.
The Cat 6 that we're using is a pure copper.
Pure copper.
Yeah, it is 23 AWG. It means that it could harness more data on its strands because it has bigger strands than the usual cable, the Cat 5. And this one is double coated, so any weather in any situation you could use this hybrid Cat 6 cable.
I can feel the shielding here. I can feel the shielding through the cable right here. This is a high quality. I can tell this is high quality. Like I said, I do this for a living. I can tell this is one of the better cables for installation for this type of CCTV type of installation that you're having inside here. And one of the reasons why you want to go Cat 6 or Cat 6E, or even I think we're up to Cat 8 now, I believe. Cat 8. And the main reason it has to do with the amount of twists that they do inside, that it reduces the noise, the interference, the proximity to any type of electrical interference, like a power box or something like that. All right, so that's Ethernet 101 that we're talking about today, and we'll continue to watch these guys do the pull. I will tell you that my electrician said this was his biggest worry, and it seems like they've already gotten one all the way. I don't know if it's all the way through yet to the control panel or not. I suspect it is, since it's the one we just looked at. But he said this was would be his biggest challenge, is doing the Cat 6 in the basement, and I believe they already have both done. So it looks like we got most of the shutters done on the west side of the house, which is great. This is a mini broadcast news flash right now because I have a notification that I just got, and you remember many of the subscribers were asking me about what happened to the results of the Philippine Retirement Authority, the PRA interview for Realty TV, Philippine Realty TV, back in, what is this? This is December, and I think that was back in September or October or something like that. I can't remember when we went down there. But remember, we did the interview, and they said they were going to put it into production, and they were going to put it on one of the television stations. Well, I got the information from the senior account executive for Street Park Productions, who is providing the production material for ABS-CBN television. So tomorrow on ABS-CBN television, tomorrow being December 9th, tomorrow's the night, yeah, tomorrow, December 9th, Saturday, at 10 a.m. For those of you who have been tracking and have been wanting to see the broadcast of the interview that we did up in Makati, it will be broadcast tomorrow, 10 a.m. Saturday, December 9th. All right, I see a Wilcon truck. I don't know what we're getting delivered today. Let's take a look and see what we got. Oh, it's our railing. Oh, that's right. Today's Friday. You said we were getting it on Friday. All the rail for the porches and the decks and the lanai. A visitor.
Yeah, visitor.
How are you?
Good.
And is this?
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. And let me get everybody's names again.
Oh, Bea. Hello.
Hi, how are you? The niece?
Yeah.
The niece.
They're all niece.
Oh, you have more. You always said you were only bring your niece, but the more the
Well,
merrier.
I picked her up from SM.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, come on in. Come, welcome. In Charleston, South Carolina, right now. So you're in Seattle. She's in Charleston. And we're in Lipa.
Yeah.
Right here at Villa Feliz.
Right.
So anyway, it is lunchtime here at Villa Feliz, and at lunchtime we normally eat, and the crew is inside, and they're taking a siesta, and some of them are right now. But we have some visitors today, and I got advanced messages that our visitors were coming. I didn't know it was going to be this many. I thought it was going to be 2 people, but the more the merrier, and I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. And this is a special treat today because we not only have the visitor that was coming, but we are doing a teleconference with her husband back in the United States in Seattle. At the same time, we're talking with my wife, Mayasawa, in Charleston, South Carolina. So you can see what we're doing here. But we're going to start here. And this is Maricel. Go ahead.
Hello.
And
I was so shy right now.
No, go.
Well, I came here to visit James, and I just arrived like a few days ago, and I promised him I wanted to see your property because I was supposed to live there, but now I saw his property.
You were supposed to live in Villa Feliz?
Not in here, but like nearby.
Nearby, because you were telling me you were looking at property
I'm
just
looking
outside the
for
gate.
Yes,
outside the gate here.
I'm looking at there.
Ah.
I found a property already, so.
Okay. Well, do me a favor. Introduce everybody here.
So I have my niece Bea and Gabrielle in here, busy on cell phone. And my niece just arrived from work. Hello. And my cousins.
And your...
My husband way from Seattle, so he didn't come with me because he can't live at work.
Yeah. You are so dedicated. And then we have, you can see over in this corner over here, which is right here. We have everybody on a teleconference. So everybody's talking with everybody here today. So so you already said you're here just visiting right now. Well,
yeah, I'm visiting for 2 months and 1 week. So I'm leaving like February 8th. I'm just doing construction with our property also at Malvar.
Oh, at Malvar.
Yeah, remember I told you that I'm asking you for your contractor.
Yeah. Well, we got almost all of our concrete hollow blocks from Malvar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're real big. But you were talking about it. You were talking about the concrete hollow block plots right here.
Yeah.
And but I think there's really good quality high quality concrete hollow blocks in the Malabar area.
Well, I'm just trying to do the riff wrapping, the boldest rocks stacking each other because we're nearby to the creek. And then we're doing the culvert because there's like separation of the property. So they're gonna start on Monday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So let's see if they're gonna finish it in 2 months.
Andy, I have a question for you, because
Yes.
I hear you're the follower of My PI Dream here. You've been watching this for a while. Because I asked your wife, and she doesn't know any of the answers to any of the questions I had about it. So I can tell she's not the main subscriber. You are. So anyway, Andy, you know what we do when we have people that are visiting, and we sit and we do a little bit of Bahay Kubo time here. I always ask some questions, and you and I didn't have a chance to really talk ahead of time, so I'm gonna just put you on the spot. Can you tell me, how did you meet your wife?
Actually, internet. My PhilippineCupid.com.
Oh, okay.
Is where I met her. So.
Well, you know,
I've been to the Philippines a lot, and usually I actually go there like a month at a time every year. So I love it there. Love the weather, the people, the culture.
and that's the same thing. Mir, all your feelings are the same thing that I feel while I'm up here as well. You know, it's a common thing, because I asked that same question. I asked that same question to all the people that come here and visit the site out here, and the answer, I would say probably 90% of the time, the answer is I met my spouse on the internet. It seems to be a common theme, common way, and it worked. Did it work out for you?
Yeah.
So you got to say that enthusiastically, right? Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect. I was about to go abroad until I met him.
So anyway, Andy, your job, I just heard you're retired Navy, but you're working for a dairy farm. Is that what it is? Some type of a milk company?
Milk facility.
Milk facility.
Yes.
It's a dairy goal.
Yeah, I do. I like work on a forklift and put pallets up in a rack for them to be shipped out.
Okay, all right. And you did, how many years did you do in the Navy?
20 years.
20 years. Yeah, I did 20 in the Air Force, and thank you for your service as well. So anyway.
Thanks.
So anyway, what I'm going to do, we're going to sit here and they just got here. We're going to do some other chatting, stuff like that. And you guys want to see the house? Go inside and see all the different lots. Okay, I will take you as far as you will dare go in parts. We're doing a lot of construction. We have places that are open now. You're lucky right now because we have some, the tile down where you can actually walk on some of the tile.
Oh, nice.
They're in the process. You see back here on the patio, the tile is all wet. It's still wet. So we can't walk on that portion, but we'll go in the front. So we're finally getting some tile inside the house. We're getting a lot of paint done. And believe it or not, it was supposed to be done in a week and a half from now, but it's not going to be totally done in a week and a half.
Is it going to finish? They're going to finish
it won't be done in a week and a half. No, it's impossible. But I'm hoping there's enough done so that there's a couple of bedrooms, because our son, this is my son who's in the Navy in Yokosuka. He's going to be over here for Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we need a room for him. So they must have at least 2 of the 4 rooms done, and a shower, some place that we can shower, because none of that's hooked up. It's the water's there, but it's not all ready, and we don't even have stairs. I'll show you. We don't have a stairs going to the 2nd floor yet. My wife said, "Get your builder, make him put those stairs in. I have to have stairs. I'm not walking up that beam going up there. I refuse to do that."
Visiting on Christmas?
Oh, she's coming on the 15th. She'll be here.
You'll be here?
She'll be here.
Yay!
So anyway, I'm going to chat with our friends here, and Andy there in Seattle, and Maisawa, and is she there?
Maisawa's gone.
Did she?
I'm here.
Oh,
there you go.
Where did you? Yeah, this one right here, Maisawa right here in Charleston, and then we will get back to the building after lunch. So we had a little bit of a dilemma earlier, trying to grab the cabling for the CCTV that's going to go inside this corner right here. We're trying to avoid putting a manhole, because if you put a manhole inside, they're like a 12 by 12 manhole, and you patch it up later on, I have never seen it where it looks perfect. And you know, even in your house, most of the time when you have a seam between sheetrock layers, or what they call a gypsum board over here, and you do your patching, and you put your tape inside there, and you put your mud, and you do all your sanding, and then you paint. It just, you can always see that little anomaly of a little hump or something there, and I don't want them to cut a manhole cover for that. And so I asked them, please not do that. I said, where there's a will, there's a way. We will find a way to get the cable through. And they said they think they have a way of being able to get it through. We ended up cutting holes for the lights and trying to use the access hole for the lights to get through, but they're gonna use another route. I think they're gonna be able to get it through. I'll let you know at the end of the day. Well, anyway, it's 3 o'clock break time, and as you see, we got the cable. Well, not we, the guys that are putting the CCTV in, they got the cable in without making a 12-inch by 12-inch manhole inside there to be able to pull the cable through. So where there's a will, there's a way, and that's what I always say. Sometimes you have to think outside the box. You know, when you're trying to do something, everything is achievable. Everything is achievable within the scope of physics. I say everything is achievable, and resources, money. So anyway, they got that taken care of, and the guys are still working. They're working on. I think they're on the very last one. They got all the cables. They're actually installing the cameras themselves right now. They got all of the Cat 6 cables here, and we have them run through, and they're going to be hooking up. They're preparing the wire, and they're going to be hooking up to the NVR up here, and well, they're going to be hooking them up to the also the PoE switch that they brought with them. So we are making progress. I think by the end of business, by close of business today, I think we should have it operational and be able to test all the cameras, because we still have a couple hours today. As you see, something happened. I don't know. Our color scheme got kind of skewed here a little bit. This is the dining room. This color is supposed to go all the way around. So we'll be moving this color over to this wall right here. It will come all the way to this point right here. On the other side, it doesn't matter, because this is all going to be covered on this side with cabinetry. You won't even see this wall here. So we have to define where does paint stop and start for colors. And that's kind of what we did today. So the orangish color is going to be all this area. So when you're in the dining room, you're going to feel like you're in the dining room, not halfway in the kitchen, halfway in the dining room. So this is going to be the dining room experience. And then what's going to happen is it's going to go around and encase to this point right here. And on this side, this is part of the sunroom color inside here. So we will do this portion, which matches on this side. So this will wrap around to here and go to only to this point right here. We'll have a white, just like we're doing up here. It'll be a white arch inside here, and then the green will come back on here, and we will close up this room inside with the green. And the green will go there, and this will be skim coated in green there as well as this portion right here. So you have to decide, when you have edges in different rooms, if you're doing different colors in different rooms, what makes the most logical sense, and that made the most logical sense for me. Well, anyway, it is a 5:15. I've been working with the guys doing all the CCTV installation, working with them with the configuration, setting up my smartphone to be able to connect to the security system, see all the cameras through the cloud. I'm right now downloading the file from my Mac to do the same thing, and we didn't even get a chance to talk about any of the recording features and how to use a lot of the stuff that's on there, but most of it's pretty intuitive on the NVR. It seems to be very easy, so I think I can figure out most of it. But they're coming back out on Monday. We had one vulnerability area where we didn't have visibility, so they're bringing another camera. We're going to add one more camera, so we're going to end up with 8 cameras on the system, and then the 8 cameras will bring us to the maximum that you can on the 8-channel PoE switch that we have. So today, let's take a look at what we got done. This is what we got done today. I asked the worker that was back here today. We had some issues when I walked back here. Some of the tiles weren't right. Inside the sunroom, every tile is like to perfection. Every single grout line was great. Then I walked out here, and many of the grout lines we had, I walked over to this side, and some of them we had 0 grout lines. We had some that were like double the size. I don't know what happened. It got wild and crazy, and once you start going off, it becomes like a domino effect. It gets worse and worse as you go out. So I asked him to correct it. So he pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles or something like that out here. They look good now. They look just like the tiles inside there. But the thing is, if you're going to do it, you have to do it right, and we want to make sure that everything looks good on every one of the tile installations inside the house. So that's what got done out here. Of course, inside the house, you know, we did the CCTV. So I'm going to have to pull all this out. Everything worked. We tested everything. Tomorrow I will come in and I will remove everything, put it back in the boxes. And of course, I still have to do my network connections inside here, but we proved, you can see all the cameras are actually working great right now. You can see that's the data throughput that's coming through from all the PoE cameras and going to, right now I could view it on the cloud. So I can see it. I'm downloading the application right now for my Mac so that I can also look at it on my Mac. Let's go ahead and look upstairs if there's enough light up there. We almost have a floor inside the master bedroom. I don't think we have any light. None of the lights I don't think are turning. No, we don't have any lights yet. No lights here. So, but this is what we have. They have, and it goes around over here to the side by the breakfast bar. And this is almost completed. And I love these tiles. And it's going to look really good. And it's going to go all the way through that you can't see back into the CR bathroom. So tomorrow they should finish all this up. I think the whole hallway will get done. I don't know if they'll go out here. I don't know if they'll work out to this point or work inside the closet. I imagine they're going to go to the easiest spots first, which is probably going to be the walk-in closet, but we'll see. It doesn't matter. It all has to get done, so we'll play it by ear. I also asked my builder, please find a source of supply for these 2-inch steps. He said 3 of the Wilcons are out of stock, but there's more than 3 Wilcons inside the Philippines in Luzon. There's plenty of them. And if you can't get them there, we'll go to CW. I said, go to one of the places. We need to get these installed. My wife will be here in like 7 days. 7 days, and we have no way to get up to the bedroom right now, or she doesn't have any way to get to the bedroom. Today, remember, I said, please change this to orange. We're getting most of this done. This looks good. You can see the green over there. The yellow will continue here, and the yellow will continue to this point right here so that both sides match. Everything will be done. So painting is going along quite well here. And then on the front of the house and the fence, let's go take a look and see what's going on out there. Oh, by the way, we got our front door mounted. You see the 4 hinges here? So the door hardware is in place. I should be picking up the locking mechanism. That's what I ordered from McKilling yesterday. So I'm hoping he's coordinating, have that delivered. I hope it gets delivered tomorrow, and with all the other doors. On the outside, they worked on, you see all the tops, the precast on the top of each one of the fence posts out here. Many done, going all along. The electricians were working, moving the electrical in the right place. They had them set too high, so they were chipping, and they were moving all the electrical connections for the lighting. I don't understand how they got something. It's not what I defined. It was supposed to be every other fence on the inside is on the inside. Every other one on the outside is supposed to be an outside light. I do not understand how they got these lights in here. It doesn't look like it's what I requested. So we'll have to ask a little bit more my electrician to find out what's going on. And why this is on the inside of the post, this makes no sense to me either. This can't be here because it has to be over here on the outside. This is the inside, back over here is the outside. I have no idea why they ran it like this. Let's see, there is one on the outside, and there's not one on the outside. So I don't know. You see what they did? They're like chipping these, and the wires are out here for the light that will go on the outside, and they will put the precast, and the precast will be covering all of this. So I don't know. We'll find out more tomorrow, because our electrician will be here tomorrow. Also, lots of painting got done on the house today, and the shutters. You see, all the shutters on this side are the color that we changed to, the darker color, and I like it. It looks very nice. And the inside, the white framing with that slightly darker shade of white, it also looks nice. Once all the rest of the coat, the outside coat is done and the shutters are done, it actually looks very nice also. Well, let me go ahead and get closed. I have to actually finish doing the I got so engaged with all things with the CCTV and the visitors, everything like that. I was working on a little segment for sending the news flash out that tomorrow is when the ABS-CBN news channel is going to be doing that segment at 10 a.m. That's on Saturday, on December 9, for the interview that I did down at Makati for the PRA Realty TV. So let me get in there real quick and try to push that so people know it's going to be there tomorrow, so they have an opportunity to take a look at it if they want to take a look at it. So I'm going to close for now. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and if you have not subscribed, click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until tomorrow, which is going to be Saturday, which is going to be build day 257. Yes, build day 257 on the construction schedule out here at Villa Feliz. You have a wonderful and blessed day.